We are live. Welcome to Stuck With You. Or Stuck with...
Welcome back to Stuck with Kaydom and Kaydas.
I'm Kaydom.
And I'm Kaydas.
And we're going to start doing that more often because we realize, we're not introducing ourselves. So if you're like watching the video, you could just be watching it for an hour and a half and just be like, who the fuck are these guys? The dog. He always jumps up on the couch and he knows what dog means. So every time I say the dog, his ears kind of go up. The thing is I don't know if he's fully in the shot. Because the camera is all the way over
He might
here.
have gotten his snout a little bit or something. Not really sure.
All right, he's learning. Learning not to get in the way. But you guys definitely heard a as he jumped up on the couch.
So all that being said,
another thing, I wanted to make another announcement.
Yeah.
So in most of our videos, a couple of them we weren't able to. There were different reasons why we couldn't. But we always end our videos with a performance. We kind of tried to make that like the drive to continue watching the episode. But what we realize is there's people who are podcast listeners and there's people who are just regular listeners. Regular listeners have an attention span of like 30 seconds. So we would do the original podcast or the way we originally did it was 30 minutes long. And I'm sure most people who actually watch our shit noticed that we did a performance at the end. If you're just catching up with us now, you probably have no fucking idea that we bodied a verse in our first episode back, Stuck, episode 6.
Yeah, when we came back, we did a little surprise at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check it out if you're looking for some cool vibes.
Well, I realized if we have a performance that we want to do, if we have a little skit that we want to do, we're going to start doing them in the beginning. Because the way that I see it is you can't force somebody to watch a whole podcast to watch your performance. Right. What you could do is force them to watch your performance. And if they want to watch the rest of the podcast, they can do that. And anybody who listens to podcasts is definitely going to do it because they were going to watch for an hour and a half anyway. Yeah. So just, using logic, common sense, guys.
Yeah, so all that being said,
imagine.
Like and subscribe, and all that fun stuff.
We're gonna start. We have to start saying too.
Yeah, I mean we should.
We're supposed to say that.
We're not gonna say it like YouTubers.
No, again, because then if we're saying like and subscribe at the end, people are just gonna be like,
yeah, exactly.
Just gonna be in the background like,
yeah. I mean, we'll say it whenever the fuck we want. I'll say it in the middle of my podcast. Hey, by the way, like me.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Hit that like button if you haven't yet.
We've been seeing some comments posted on our videos saying things like, we got to really give it up for them and all the effort they put in their videos. And as flattering as that is, it's also motivating. And it does give us more of a drive to really put our time and energy into this because it is a lot of work. I don't know if you realize every episode is at minimum 8 to 12 hours of working on it, editing it and making sure the audio is, synced in and making sure that everything's rendered kind of properly.
Job, but it's a hobby of ours. We enjoy it. The only thing is that it actually does take out time, like real time out of our day to focus solely on it. As you can see, we do a ton of editing in between. No podcast does that. We also focus on doing it segment-wise. So we're trying to do like this unique kind of aspect to a podcast.
People are definitely catching on to it too. So shout out to anybody who's just tuning in for the first time that doesn't even know who Metanoise is. Shout out to you guys because, it's your new lips that are going to be saying to the next person, hey, you got to check these guys out because they're brand new. And you have no idea we've been doing stupid shit like this for a while.
With that being said, we think that the best form of promotion, and this is a proven fact, the best form of promotion still to this day is over anything, social media, over anything, word of mouth.
Right.
Still to this day.
That's why I said your new beautiful lips.
Oh, I forgot to fucking... Potential spam.
You see this?
Let me answer it. Hello?
Just so you know, you're on a podcast right now.
Hello?
This is Peter responding to Jason for health insurance.
Oh, for insurance? All right. Are you okay with being on a podcast?
Well, are you looking for coverage?
You're kind of breaking up. Can you say that again?
Are you looking for health coverage?
Something about his past coverage.
No. I'm asking if you're okay with being on a podcast.
I guess not. He doesn't give consent.
That could have been so much better. There's some of them that like play along. They're like, yeah, sure. You know.
No,
like,
I've had some.
Wait. You want to sell insurance? Come on. The hell was that?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Forget that, bro. I've had people like straight scammers like cursing at me and be like, "Fuck your mother, fuck you piece of shit."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my
What
god!"
kind of accent was that?
Actually, it was.
American.
It sounded kind of
That sounded
Asian.
American.
No, it sounded Asian, but it's funny because I was thinking of an
just says it.
Indian, so it was like it is Asian.
Yeah.
It still is Asian.
Yeah,
but Asian or Indian people don't talk like that kind of Asian, which is very strange.
Yeah, they speak another kind of Asian. So that could have went so much better though.
Yeah, oh yeah. But that's what I mean. Like I've had some like genuinely belly laughing moments with some of these scammers.
Yeah. My favorite. Just the other day, I answered it, and I answered the phone. And I was just like, they're like, "Hi, you inquired about healthcare," and I didn't. Like, it's so annoying. They will blow up your phone.
Yeah. Like
It
I've
is
had
insane.
it back to back.
In
Like
literally, like they're fucking
sitting,
with you.
yeah.
And I answered the phone at one point because it was literally I'd hang up, and they call again. Hang up, they call again. And then I answer up. He's like, "I'm the star now." Bad dog. So I would I would answer the phone. I answered the phone and I go, "Yo, can you fuck off?" And then he was just like, "I'm going to call your phone 1,000,000 fucking times now." And then hangs up the phone and then proceeded to do that. And the only thing that I knew to do at that point was just be like, just keep hanging up. I'm not going to answer it again because he's clearly getting off on this now. And I'm not going to give him that power. So I just kept, and he gave up.
Yeah.
But I got to give him credit for the commitment. I was like, that would be me.
Yeah.
If you're already doing the scammy shit, like you're already a scammy piece of shit, like just, I could already tell. I called you out on your scammy shit.
I've had some hilarious moments. By the way, I changed something on the table. I made the Angry Beavers different because I feel like I'm more of this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Keith could agree.
Okay.
I think Keith
Oh,
has
is this the guy with the temper?
Yeah, Keith has a lot of knowledge in beavers.
Oh, they both are angry though, but he's not really angry.
I think
Why
if
do they
I
call them angry beavers? He's never angry.
he's like the chill beaver.
I never seen him really get angry.
Yeah, he probably does. I gotta
Just
rewatch
in
it.
one episode, he's like, "You know what? I'm fucking at it." And to him,
The reason why I say our brother Keith has a lot of beaver knowledge is it's an insider. He
no. If you're on Instagram, nobody's Instagram fucking feed makes any sense. And I'm telling you guys, if you're on Instagram, you have to make sure that if you're even remotely interested in something, you have to marry that idea.
tread lightly.
Okay? So if you fucking see somebody, I was listening.
Pat probably took 2 beaver videos for my brother to now be a beaver connoisseur. It's like it's wild.
Damn.
But anyway, let's get on with the fucking show.
Yeah, I guess let's get into it. All right, guys. So let's start with the first segment. Word up.
It's the code word. All right, so my word that we just pick one. It's not like we just find a word while reading a book and we're
Hold
like,
on, I don't want Tempo's butt in the shot.
Yo.
Tempo, get down.
Get
off. Get off.
Good boy. Go on. We're getting on with the show right now. It's not your turn.
That's
Thank
it. You said hi. That's it. Now
You
say bye.
Okay, so my word is chork. Chork.
Like fork, but chork?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, yeah. It's the sloshing sound your shoes make when they're filled with water. Yeah, that's why I liked it so much, because I was like, oh, I know exactly what they're talking about. I hate when I chork. Everyone should hate chorking. It is it's funny because it's a sort of a relaxing ASMR kind of sound. It's like, like constantly. Like you might be into relaxing. You might be into that. I don't know. There are people who sleep with like airplane sounds, bro. Like crazy shit.
Airplane sound is relaxing.
Get me the fuck off this goddamn fucking plane!
You're like, Kenny's like, bruh. I mean, I can see
it
what
might
you
be
mean
relaxing.
In the sense of like it's,
sex.
No, somewhat. It could be satisfying to someone, I guess.
Yeah.
Because some people have their like, you like the smell of gasoline. You eat mattresses. All right. So my word. Let me get to the notes section. Guess I wasn't prepared enough. I love words like this on our show because it fits the show every time. I'm like, where do we come up with
Let
this
me
shit?
guess. It's meaningless or worthless or...
Yeah, no, but it sounds like one of those words. Snollygoster.
I saw that one. That's funny.
Did you read what
I
it
almost
is?
picked it. Yeah, I think I remember what it is. It's a politician. That's somebody that you can't trust or something.
It's a shrewd or unprincipled person, especially a politician, which, hey, guys, election season is coming.
Got a lot of snollygasters ready to... Gosters.
Snollygosters.
Not gasters, like bastards.
So, someone who would be considered a snollygoster in politics is... I just bleeped out the word so that people have no idea who I'm talking about. The best part is that I didn't say a name.
But you think he said something that's unlike your side.
Yeah.
Now you probably
What matters is
stopped
that
listening
you
to
think I'm on your side.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. They probably think we're not on their side.
Yeah.
Or like, he's such a fucking this.
All right. So let me, I guess, go first. This is pretty interesting. So we're going to go into our next segment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. We're moving on. Check it out.
Check it out.
All right. So this is an interesting one. I wanted to show it because it represents the future. Okay. There's a lot.
Talking to the mic.
There's a lot of AI shit happening, and I'll get into it afterwards. But check it out. This is before we watch it. What you're about to see is completely AI generated, from the voice to the people in it to the concept itself. Enjoy.
Are you ready for best pizza of life? Bring friends down to Pepperoni Hug Spot. Our chefs make pizza with heart and special touch. Cheese, pepperoni, vegetable, and more secret things. Need delivery? Pizzas come fast. Knock knock, who's there? Pizza magic. Eat Pepperoni Hug Spot pizza. Your tummy say thank you. Your mouth say, Pepperoni Hug Spot. It's like family, but with more cheese.
All right. So there's so many things about
Hold
it.
on, wait, it's playing again.
Okay. So there's so many things about it. One, the font that it shows.
Yeah, it's very
Definitely
nostalgic. So
Pizza
clearly
Hut-y.
it's trying to go there. Yeah, like a Pizza Hut
Even
route.
the location, you could see like the top of the
colors
was very Pizza Hut. So obviously
what
they
I
got that.
loved was how it broke down the basics of a commercial, pizza commercial specifically. Like it's like family, but with more cheese. So it's like, yeah,
That's
like
a great
family
slogan, man. That's
and pizza. Like that's their selling points.
Yeah. Secret things.
Secret and secret things. Because there's always that special secret sauce and whatever. Everything is about the secret ingredient. The
what's crazy about it is the fact that we might not need to create commercials anymore. We could just have a product, tell the computer to generate a commercial for it. And if we don't like the first one, we have it generate another one in another 10
And
minutes.
honestly, we could start it now because this generation of people, I'm sure that they would actually kind of enjoy the fact of how creepy it looks.
Right.
They're just like, yeah, you remember growing up watching creepy ass commercials, and then they'll say like that'll be a nostalgic touch in their.
They'll be like, yeah, when AI was shit.
Yeah.
And we knew it, and that's why we did it.
So then they would have their memes of like when you were trying to sleep at 3 a.m. at night and a pizza commercial came on, and you were like,
yeah. You're like, oh,
Not
I
this
hate
again.
this pizza things commercial. Like, yeah, pizza magic.
not Pizza Magic. I was like, yes. Like it was just so basic. And all I thought is if it's amazing how AI did it, because if a company did it, if like a real company did that and like they were a brand new up and coming pizza company that's like we're a new franchise, that would be such a great selling point. How like they're going as generic as can be.
Right.
Because it's just, it speaks for itself. That would be a great marketing
I mean,
skill.
just
Or
having
marketing
AI commercials would be a
Marketing
fucking
idea.
great marketing idea. I don't know why AI commercials. They should jump on that right now.
Ooh,
Somebody, bro, Little Caesars would kill.
Yeah, you
an
just
AI
generate it a few times. A couple of times, it's like, nah, that's too creepy for
Yeah,
TV.
or whatever.
But then, you do it the third time, and you're like, oh, this actually works.
All right. So check it out.
It scares me for the future, by the way.
So this one, bro, I don't know if you've seen this girl. I love this girl right now. She gives me a Jennifer Lawrence vibe, but ironically, like that's the point. So you'll see. So
Is she a celebrity?
no, TikToker.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so check it out. Look. Absolutely insufferable female lead of an indie movie uses metaphors that make no sense.
Oh, I've seen this.
Wait, but she has another one.
Oh, shut up. I'm not mad. The way I see it, people are like chips. Spicy or acidic. Or would it kill you to be sweet? Open them. I dare you. Just be the kind of guy who opens a bag of chips in the middle of a grocery store.
I don't get it.
And he never did. Come on. Didn't you say you needed cold cuts?
Yeah.
Yo, like, okay. So let's talk about that
First
part.
of all, this is why I
you
love
have something on your eyebrow.
Oh,
you got to look out for your friends. When they have something on their face or something, let
I
them
hope
know.
that wasn't on camera the whole time.
No,
Everybody's just like,
it's just bothering me. There's even like little tiny stray like dust hairs that I see on the table. You see them? Right?
yeah, I saw it fly away just now.
OCD.
Okay, so this is why I love satire. Because it's an extra skill within the skill of acting.
Right.
You're acting within acting.
Right.
You're not just because here's the thing, and people would be like, "What do you mean acting within acting? It's just acting." No,
it's
because here's the thing:
Inception, basically.
Actingception. Sure, you could look, but this is my point, though. What makes a good actor, and if you don't know this, here's some news. If you want to be in commercials or you want to be in anything, unless they're asking you to play a part, 9.9 times out of 10, they are going to say, "All right, guys, the cameras are going. Act natural." That is acting. Because to place yourself in the scenario and just be like, I'm just going to be here. It's why people like, Seth Rogen, he might get a lot of shit because he plays a similar character in all of his movies, but that's just him being natural. So it's the basic level of acting. He's just being himself, right? What she was doing was being herself if she were Jennifer Lawrence.
Right.
Or
somebody
in indie
like
film.
that. Right.
Definitely Jennifer
Yeah,
Lawrence.
if
If she wasn't playing as Jennifer Lawrence,
I know. And then
I
she
don't know who
has
else.
the spitting image of Jennifer
Yeah,
Lawrence.
she killed it.
I was like, wait, but there's another one. So I saw that, and I was
we're doing two today.
Yeah, because I saw the second one, and I was like, I have to pull up the first one I saw because this was great. Like her attitude, can you be a guy who opens up a bag of chips? Like so brilliant. And then, but can you be a little sweet? Like, and then the face
The
she
spinning
makes,
around that she does.
all of
Zesty.
it, the hitting on the cart. I mean, it's just brilliant. And I literally said, I need more of these. And not just more of these, but from her, because she knows how to do it.
There's a subreddit for girls like that.
She
not
made,
like other girls.
Yeah, no, she made a whole movie trailer.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
So look at it.
I don't know if I can handle this.
Check it out.
It's good.
Every indie movie trailer that tells you absolutely nothing about the plot.
I never pictured myself finding anyone. I was content to disappear until...
My name, it's great. Like sewer great. Not like it's a great day, which, by the way, it's not.
My name's Philomena, because Dr. Phil was on in the delivery room.
Anyone ever tell you you look like it's always your birthday?
No. He drives me crazy. He's always late, and he's always wearing the weirdest thing. And I think that I like him.
Your life is about to change.
Isn't it funny how you see your entire future whenever you pick out an outfit?
Well, then what does my future look like? Funny. It smells like him.
You never talk about him.
You never asked.
Sometimes I feel guilty for going outside. Like I'm unworthy of the sun shining on me.
Welcome to the 21st century!
Have you ever thought about what the dimensions of happiness are?
I think it goes a little something like that. Whether you do it or not, the sun's still set. Wait, I knew a guy who robbed a 7-Eleven with a banana once.
I don't have any bananas. What about avocado?
Death by guacamole. I like the way you think. Gave you all of me. All of me. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
I love how he kind of stood a little quiet and was like, you.
Bro, like the lines that they had in that, bro, like she goes, sometimes I just feel like I'm unworthy to go or to let the sun shine on me. Like brilliant lines that you would actually hear.
Wait, what was the line again?
Like sometimes I don't want to go outside because I feel like the sun is unworthy of shining, or I'm unworthy of the sun shining on me. Like beautifully, that's a poem.
Yeah.
And they're doing it to make you laugh.
Ironically.
It's so beautiful. So it's, I don't know, man.
I love that you did that. I love that you showed that because that actually is going to segue into our next thing. Should we jump right into... Oh, no, fuck it. We'll wait. But that actually helps for my movie that I'm going to talk about later.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just like the quirky things that they were saying. Like, if you don't get the whole banana and avocado thing, like, that's the point. Is like, it's literally like that scene in the movie where you're like, oh, they just get each other. Like, and clearly you're out of the loop because they're so in love.
Joke.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they bodied that. I was like, I need a movie like this in real life. Like,
I have to
an
say,
ironic indie movie.
I have to say, she is like a way better actor than the guy.
They start playing the
guy
tears.
was
Oh
good.
yeah,
The
yeah,
guy
of
was
course.
good, but
and the Tears for Fears thing, bro. Welcome to your life.
Yeah.
Like perfect indie song. Like, bro, his name being great. Like my name's great. Like, you know, like a great, but not like great, you know? And she's just like looking at him like, ugh, he's so annoying. Like, dude, I was like, you can't even make this up. Like, this is like they're doing the faces of the movies. That's what's more invigorating about watching those is it's not just their acting, but the faces that they're making within what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, that makes their statement so powerful or whatever.
It actually reminds me of, I was talking to JT and he's going to love that I bring this up. It could ruin something for you. Like what we're talking about right now could ruin the entire genre of indie movies for some people.
Yeah.
And I was having the conversation with JT because he asked, did you check out the Wu-Tang show?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I did. And I checked out a couple of episodes and I liked it until I caught on. And once you catch on, it's not like you're shitting on it. You just, once you catch on, you can't stop seeing it. It's like one of those, I see it and now I can't
It's
unsee
like the
it.
rappers where they're like, and you don't realize they're breathing every like 5 seconds.
And,
and
when,
then
you do, oh, it's all you hear.
It's all you hear.
So yeah, these rappers, I'm watching it and, you know, I listen to 36 Chambers. I remember how the album sounds, right? Clear as day.
Fucking
yeah.
cut him off.
And it's fun. But here's the thing: as a person who actually respects Wu-Tang, I memorized the little parts and like you know the funny parts and stuff like that. But you just want to get into the bars. I just want to hear the music. I want to hear the song that I want to listen to. I don't always want to listen
We
to the
feel
interlude.
that way about interludes
in general. We'll say
it's
that
not
about
just
any interlude.
Wu-Tang. We're saying all
And
interludes
this
are
is
kind of pointless.
as people who originally wanted to do a lot of interludes because we were heavily inspired by Dr. Dre.
Right.
I love
Or
the
Eminem.
Here's
Like,
my thing.
well, Dre, yeah.
I love the attempt. The attempt is great. But hearing for 4 minutes, yo, where my mixtape, God?
Yeah.
I heard you.
Yeah.
I heard you, bro. They say it like 50 times, and I love you guys, Wu-Tang. I'm just talking to them like they're one guy. I love you guys,
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang.
collectively.
Wu-Tang Collect.
The conglomerate of Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Anyway, so here's where my point gets down to. In the album, they talk like that. And not that they talk like that, but they talk too much. And you just skip. And I realize, like, there's too many parts of the album that are too long. And I'm like, this is just too much talking, right? Then I watched the show. And what I didn't realize was they're not really putting on an act. Well, they kind of are, and I'll get into that. They're not really. That's how they speak in real life.
Hey, yo, I'm saying, son, this shit crazy, son. Hey, yo.
I highly doubt they still talk like. Please, God, I hope they don't.
Still
Because they
say
have
word is
families
bond
now.
30 times.
I would imagine a lot of them have families now. I know Method Man does. But anyway, I'm watching the show and I'm like, oh my God, I actually couldn't even remember which character was which, like who was playing what, because they didn't really do like a fantastic job at like the casting either. Like it wasn't like I was like, oh, that guy looks exactly like Raekwon. That guy looks exactly like Method Man. So it had to like constantly remind myself.
RZA or Jizza? I have no idea.
And I'm looking, and it's just they're all the same guy with the same personality. With my mixtape, God. Yo,
son, I feel you on that, but to keep it real with you, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. Yo. We've been going a month. Shit move that fast, son?
Hey, yo, it's New York, son.
it feels like I'm watching a show with all the same characters, and they're all trying to out-personality each other.
You ain't even gotta do him like that, kid.
Just stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing.
I just couldn't, once it was there and I saw it, I had to give up. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It just felt like nails on a chalkboard after a while. I was like, I can't. You guys sound like you're trying so hard to be cool. And here's where it double sucks. In real life, it would bother me. I'd be like, this is kind of like corny.
Whatever, nigga. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever, son. Yeah, okay, cool. It don't even matter.
Act like that because you think that's cool.
It becomes ironic.
Not even that it becomes ironic, but like you only hope it's ironic. And when it's not, you're like, oh no, it becomes cringe. And that's my theory on irony and cringe.
Yes,
the
cringe.
difference between irony and cringe is awareness.
Yep.
That's it. Experiencing cringe from a third party.
Right.
Experiencing cringe from first person. Third person is just, the classic, like, I just wish I'm glad I'm not you, or I hope I'm never you. And that's kind of like the natural feeling.
The opposite of envy.
The opposite of envy. Gratitude.
No, empathy, probably.
Yeah. Okay, so
we're just moving on, right? I already showed my shit.
Yeah, I was just ranting.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, believe it or not. So did you know that celebrities have to pay an installation and maintenance fee in order to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I actually did know that, yeah.
Do you know how much it is?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
$4,000.
$50,000.
I don't know why I said 4,000.
Minimum. Because some guys spent like $55,000.
Why would I say 4,000?
Maybe
we
they
would have
got,
already
like,
paid for one.
Gold trimming around the star or some shit.
But you know what? 50,000 is not that bad,
bro.
If you really think about it,
it is bad, bro.
No. I was just saying for us, right?
No.
If we wanted to go and be like, "Yo, fuck a mortgage," why do that when I could put my star on
for
the
people
Hollywood
to walk all
and
over?
No, and then people are like walking and they're just like, "Who the fuck is this?" Meta noise.
Yeah,
and
but
then
no,
they
it's
search
not
up
like
music.
that. You still have to be like. considered
I know
somebody
that.
who
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
a
like,
walk.
they're gonna
but
be like, who the
when
fuck
they
are you?
consider you, they say, hey, you know, we want you on the Walk of Fame. And you go, oh, great. And they go, you just need to pay $50,000.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, no. The way I thought it was.
So this was the two people that have fucking said no were Julia Roberts, I believe, and Clint Eastwood.
And did they end up doing it for them anyway?
No.
Okay, so here's
they
what
didn't
I
pay
was going to say.
$100,000 they're missing.
I knew that they had to pay for it, but what I thought it was that they rarely ask you.
No.
That they normally, you ask them. No. Kind of like the whole paparazzi thing. You ever heard of that?
Yes, calling the paparazzi on yourself.
On yourself.
No.
You know,
this is literally...
And like, honestly, why would that not be more of the norm?
Well,
why
because it could be a promotional... It could be a promotional star.
What I'm saying is, why would it not be that most of the time? How are paparazzi always going to know where you are? It's not like they're private investigators. They kind of are, but they're like they're journalists.
Right. I mean, most of the time it's like your friends.
So like, where would they, exactly. Like, how would they always know where you are? It's because somebody's giving them a hint. So I feel like most of the time you're getting that TMZ news, unless it's some guy getting into a fight at a club. Even that is taken from somebody else's phone. That's not from the journalists themselves. It's not like some guy in TMZ was like, yes, this person, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of somebody else. Like, no, like it's just some random person. And then they take it to TMZ. So, you know, the whole thing is a fucking facade. So this is a facade.
Yeah. It's just strange to me that like you would pay so much money to not only have people walk on your name, but like just to be a part of a bunch of other names that have nothing to do with you and your success. It just has to do with Hollywood's success. And I'm not shitting on Hollywood. Like, Hollywood did a lot. It did the television. It did the movie business. It did the music business. Like, it is the diamond mine field, if you will. But it's still, I don't know. It's just strange. I don't like when I hear that you have to like pay to be respected. It's so stupid. So yeah, good on Clint Eastwood and I believe Julia Roberts.
Yeah, fuck
on
yeah.
them. Like, I think that's more of a statement to Hollywood. Like, dude, he's fucking Clint Eastwood. He doesn't need you.
She's fucking Julia Roberts.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I've been thinking about that.
Magic Pizza, baby.
Magic Pizza. Oh, is that what it's called? It is called Magic Pizza, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it is.
Pizza Magic.
Pizza. Knock, knock. Julia Roberts.
So yeah. Mystic Pizza.
Mystic Pizza. Good job. How did you remember that? It just popped in your head? There you go.
Yeah, but close
I
enough.
remember when Angie told me, have you ever seen Mystic Pizza?
Oh, that
it
actually
sounded like a joke.
Can I also say
saying?
I know how to say conglomerate? I'm pretty sure I said conglomerate. I'm pretty sure I did. So let's just clear that up real quick. I know it's conglomerate, and no, I didn't look it up. I literally said it, and I was like, God damn it!
And it just stayed in
and
your
you
head the
just
whole
time.
Kept
talking, and I was like PTSD, war flashbacks.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, so let me get into my believe it or not. So, I didn't know if I should talk about this because it is kind of sad, but it also is like once you first hear it, it sounds kind of funny. But then again, I don't know if it's really sad.
What is it?
I don't know if it's sad. Okay. A 78-year-old bank heist. That's so hard to say. A 78-year-old woman with 2 past bank robbery convictions faces new charges after authorities allege she handed a teller a note that said, "I didn't mean to scare you," during a recent Missouri heist. Bonnie Gooch is jailed on a 25... I know. I tried not to laugh, but that's the sad part, by the way. Her name. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway...
Her name being Bonnie? That's what I'm laughing at, not Hooch.
Hooch?
Gooch. Hooch. But Bonnie, like her name is really Bonnie?
Yeah, she lives by her name. She ain't fucking around. Come on. I mean, she is 78 years old. So
yeah, like she was probably the fucking Bonnie. Who knows?
Yeah, right. Can you imagine? Bonnie Gooch is jailed on $25,000 bond after she was charged with one amount of stealing or attempting to steal from a financial institution in the holdup Wednesday in Pleasant Hill, the Kansas City Star reports. The Kansas City. Oh, that's the name of the people who posted it. No attorney is listed for her in online court records. She was also convicted of robbing a California bank in 1977 and one in Kansas City in the Kansas City suburb of Lee Summit in 2020. Her probation is the second heist. Her probation in the second heist ended in November of 2021. Court documents filed in Cass County in the latest case said that the robbery note demanded, so this was the recent heist, the robbery note demanded 13,000 small bills, adding, "Thank you. I'm sorry." I have to say it in her voice. "Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you." It written on the note.
So it wasn't in her
clearly
voice.
She realized, like, as life went on, like, it's easier to make a lot of money by just being sweet. Just be nice. Just ask. I don't mean to scare you, but I'm demanding this nicely.
I will kill you, darling.
I don't want to scare you. Okay? Nobody needs to get hurt. And then you realize that's why they always say that. All right? Nobody needs to get hurt because they don't want to hurt anybody. They're like, please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Okay. So she smelled strongly of alcohol. This is when it gets sad. When officers stopped her less than 2 miles away, when the cash scattered on the floorboard, prosecutors added, "It's just sad, Pleasant Hill." So him saying that made me sad. I think that's what made it sad. I didn't even think about it until he said, "It's just sad." And I was just like, oh, I don't know if I want to talk about this on the podcast anymore. So I'll just stop there.
So it's an old lady robbing banks?
No. It's her third bank robbery, but she's 78. So it's just strange because I'm sure these guys, like, when they hear that somebody's pulling a heist which that was another thing. They kept using the word heist. Like, come on, stop. Robbery. 9 times out of 10, you guys would have used the word robbery. But because it's a 78-year-old woman, you feel the need to call it a heist. To add some comic value to it.
Maybe it was like, heist vibes. She had
Bro, she walked in there with a fucking note that says least heist as it gets.
How do you know she wasn't wearing like a motorcycle helmet or like a fucking, presidential mask? You don't know. She's like walks in there like Trump and Biden, like.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, that's wild. What blows my mind is that she's old and she still wants to do it. Like, she's like,
well, I
still got this in me.
The glory days, man.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
I'm not getting fucked, so I'm gonna fuck you.
I mean, yeah, possibly.
I mean, she probably got laid after that because, shit.
All right, so let's get into some jokes. I'm wondering, are you starting to look for longer jokes?
Yeah.
Okay. I realized they're not available anymore, like the way they used to be as kids. Remember, there used to be like websites called like jokes.com.
Yeah.
Not that that
the
was
one
a website
I found was actually pretty good.
I wanted to say, like, it would be like literally a website designed for just jokes. And then they would have different kinds of jokes, and you would be like, oh, let me see this. Oh, these are short stories. Oh, these are knock-knock jokes. Oh, these are yo mama jokes. And all of these different things. And now, every time you type in jokes, it's just a bunch of magazines that are like 100 funny jokes to tell, 150 funny jokes to tell you.
Because they're doing it like
nobody
the funnies.
asked.
The funnies, if anybody knows what the funnies are, like the magazine, I think that's what they were called, right? Like the funny part of a magazine when it would have like the little comic strip. That's kind of the vibe that they're going for now because people don't read as it is. I assume that's what.
But I realize most of them are.
They're
just
not going to have a whole website up about.
Most of them are lame, like punny jokes, and I'm like,
right. No. Jokes are.
I'm looking for the classic jokes that I grew up listening to.
I almost canceled this whole segment because this podcast because jokes suck so bad these days.
Yeah. Because nobody wants to tell a good joke anymore. Like, the whole thing is about the setup, guys. Like, it's not all about like, oh, knock knock, who's there? Like, no, dude. I like to hear like so-and-so and so-and-so went to the market. This guy said
yeah, but he likes everything long, apparently. Pause. All right, so since mine isn't that long, I'm going to go first because I know he's going to fucking talk a whole love story and whatever, a divorce, who knows.
So, it's actually pretty short.
So mine is, the old people in my life always enjoyed teasing me at weddings, saying things like, you'll be next. They stopped once I started doing the same thing to them at funerals. I just thought that was so perfect. Like, because you just picture like these wholesome, like old people, like, you're going to be next about your wedding. And you're like, ugh. And then like something like dark happens and you're just standing there. You're like, you're going to be next. Well, it's like these old people like, oh.
I think what makes that funny is that you don't understand the fear that puts into a young man's heart who might not be ready for marriage.
Well, that's what I mean.
That's kind of his point.
That's why I did it. It's because it was just like, it shows you like, don't just force this energy onto somebody.
Well, you know what I hated?
That they might not
when we were
about.
When we were watching Love is Blind, and I'm so glad that one of the guys pointed it out, and I don't want to get too into it for people who don't give a fuck about the show, but he was like, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but he was like, yo, y'all really pushing that having a baby stuff. Like,
yeah.
Y'all really pushing it.
Who's going to give me our first Love is Blind baby? I don't want to ask if you're trying. Brett and Tiffany, what are you guys thinking on the baby timeline?
Oh, there's a baby.
Like,
and
that
affects, it's not that it affects me. It's that it affects my wallet. And the moment that happens, I'm going to be on the front again to tell everybody about it.
You should name the baby Content.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't force your beliefs or your opinion on people because they will force it back in a different light. So,
all right. So here's my joke, and it's a little less fucked up. Actually, now that I think about it, they're kind of similar again. Two regulars are sitting at a bar when one of them casually points to a couple of drunks across from them. That's us in 10 years, he says. His friend takes a sip from his beer, sets it down on the bar, turns to his friend and says, that's the mirror.
Damn, that's kind of dark. Because it's you're looking at yourself and you're like, that's us in 10 years. You're like, Bobby, we're 40-something. You're like, yo, it's like...
If you don't know what sound I was talking about, I'm not even going to play it now. I'm just going to play it now so that you know what sound I was making fun of. If we can even find it. What do you even type in to find that noise?
Horror sounds from Ari Aster films. So, yeah, that is fucking funny because it really... If you're at around our age, like we're almost 30. We're not 30 yet. We're almost there. We're like literally at the tippy top. And... man, does it really go by fast? I know we sound like old farts, but it does, and that's why the joke is funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so next segment.
Time just slipping us by. All right, so.
Time keeps on slipping. That's a great song, bro. Underrated. I might even talk about it.
All right, cringe binge.
I feel bad for you.
Okay, you want to go? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think mine will be good to show first. All right, ready? This is really good.
Whoa! This is not a playground.
Oh my God.
Now, when I first saw it, I was just like, this whole video is annoying. And then when I watched it again, I was like, oh, wait. That guy wasn't their friend. That was an employee. And then I commented, because I did kind of feel bad. But all I could think was to type this. This is what happens when you take your job too serious.
It's so true. Because, like, yo, if that was me, bro, we used to work at Walmart. I mean, we worked at night.
Well,
we were stalkers.
Yeah.
So
I would have never had to deal with that. Yeah. So I don't know the anger that you feel.
Well, because you're the one that has to technically clean it up afterwards. And
oh,
shit.
100%.
So
yeah.
It is a pain in the ass. So fuck those two douchebags. But the guy, man, poor guy, you know he had to go to bed that night.
Yeah. The people doing
with that
it
on his mind.
The people doing it in the store are fucking assholes.
Yeah,
like, don't do
course.
that shit at the expense of the workers.
Yeah,
stop doing that shit. There was another video that I actually saw of somebody who was dressed as the Grinch. I think, did you send it to me or something?
Yeah, with
of
the
them
kids.
No, they were like dancing and doing like, I saw it anyway. It was like it actually, when I was looking at the comments, I was expecting everyone to be like, so fucking annoying. But all people were saying was like, now this is the kind of prank I can fuck with because it's not at anybody's expense.
Right.
And if you care about it, you can sit and watch and record it. But if you don't give a flying fuck and you have more you have more important things to do, they're not interrupting you. And that's where we have to draw the line, folks. It is not a prank if you're bothering people. That's not how pranks work. People are supposed to laugh at the end. I don't know if you know that, but that's how pranks work.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference.
And man, has TikTok created a world of assholes.
Yeah.
So, good luck
it's
with
specifically why I guess
their futures.
Because Impractical Jokers, they say that they don't consider their show a prank show, and that could be one of the reasons.
Yeah.
They're like, we're just bothering people. Like, we're not going out there and legitimately pranking them. You know what I always revert back to is the pranks to me are like, like those videos where somebody walks into a room and then when they walk in, a whole fucking crew comes out and changes the whole fucking scenery. And then so that when they come out, they feel like they walked into another dimension or some shit. Right. Like those are, again, like harmless. It's funny, and most of those people were like signing up to do something anyway. So you're not really wasting their time. They signed up for it kind of, because they're like showing up to a job and it turns out to be some silly prank. Which I always kind of feel bad for those people as well. Cause then it's like, so I'm not going to be able to work here every day full time like I expected to.
You're like, so you wasted my time, but I'm on TV.
I'm sure every time they say it, it's like very temporary. They're like, whatever, dude. I could use whatever I could get.
Yeah. So this is my cringe video.
I looked at his screen and I'm already done.
You already know what it is.
I don't know. I do know it.
I said, God, I've prayed for like 100 crippled people, not one. He said, that's because I want you to grab that lady's crippled legs and bang them up and down on the platform like a baseball bat. I walked up and I grabbed her legs and I started going, be healed! Be healed! I started banging them up and down on the platform. She got healed. And I'm thinking, God, why is not the power of God moving? He said, because you haven't kicked that woman in the face. And there's this older lady worshiping right in front of the platform. And the Holy Spirit spoke to me. The gift of faith came on me. He said, kick her in the face with your biker boot. I inched closer and I went like this. Bam! And just as my boot made contact with her nose, she fell into the power of God. And I saw him and the gift of faith came on me. I said, what do I do, God? And God told me to just run him down. So I jumped up in the air and I went, BAM! And I hit him to the ground, jumped onto him, and got into a full mount. Ground and pound. I jumped on there, and I was in a full mount, and something came over me, and instead of punching him, I grabbed him by the neck and started choking him. And I said, come out of him, devil! Come out of him, devil! Now, I was in another meeting one time, and I called out this Chinese gentleman. And all of a sudden, I went running down the aisle, and I hit this guy so hard, it drove him back several feet. He hit the ground, and his tooth popped right out of his mouth. The pastor was lying on the floor, and I was standing up on the platform, and I said, God, I want revival. And he said these words to me. Leg drop the pastor.
Like church stuff. Well, I wasn't against it. I just didn't go. I didn't believe
Just didn't go to church, just didn't believe in this miracle baloney.
No, sir. Now I do.
Okay, so wait, I have 2 points to make before we get into it. 1, stop Chinese hate. 2, I am so glad that Alex Jones got into stand-up comedy.
What is my problem?
That is some football fan who goes to church only on Sundays and somehow was able to fucking get on the stage with a microphone, probably drinks Bud Light all the time, is so pissed off about the transgender thing on the beer. That guy is like the definition of like a loser. And I don't even mean that in like a sense like the way he looks and stuff. I'm talking about like who he is as a person. How dare he have a microphone and be saying these things in front of a congregation, not an audience, a congregation, okay? If you don't know the difference, there's a huge one, okay? These people are there as vulnerable minds, okay? These people are there to learn, okay, the power of God. And you're just teaching them to beat the shit out of people in honor of God or something?
I love how you wouldn't even explain why. Like, he's just like, I saw this Chinese guy, and I ran up to him, I said, bam! I'm just like, dude.
He's like, he fell on the floor immediately by the power of God. Or the power of your leather boot that literally hit
the power of your fist hitting him in the fucking, what do they call this area? The fucking, the something plex, the multiplex? Solar plex.
Solar panel.
Solar panel.
Bro, I mean, it's like, it's just so wild to think that there are people. Did you see the people laughing? It's not like everybody in the crowd was
that's where I was kind of confused. Is I was wondering, like, are people listening to this and thinking, like,
he's exaggerating, maybe.
One, he's maybe exaggerating. Two, is he exaggerating? Like, did he really do this? Like, did he really knock out some?
Well, he's telling it on the stage, so I assume he has done this in front of the congregation multiple times. Because he's talking about it freely, like, "Hey, last Sunday, I choked a motherfucker. I was like, you devil."
But you know what else I realized? He's not a stand-up comedian. When you watch stand-up comedians, you always have to be like, I mean, they're obviously they inflated the joke. They what's the word? When you fabricate it to make it better. They decorated it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the word? I always forget the word. But anyway, it'll pop up there. They basically are gonna go. I know it starts with an E. That's the thing that's bugging me right now. Is that it just wants to come out.
I know which word you're talking
about now. But with a pastor, they're supposed to go up there and only say the truth. Yeah. So even whether I believe what he says is the truth or not, I have to give him the benefit of the doubt that what he's saying is at least true. Not even like biblically or whatever,
just in
but
life.
just
like
in life.
He really did kick
like
an
you're
old
not
lady
a stand-up comedian. What you're saying isn't intended to make everyone laugh, unless we're watching this video and it's completely taken out of context. Who knows? Maybe they hired this guy to be a stand-up comedian, and he goes up there and satirically makes fun of the screaming pastor, the guy who, because that would be fucking brilliant. It made me think. I was like, what if somebody made an entire stand-up career as a preacher, and he's the preacher of comedy, and he just goes up there and not like sacrilegiously.
No, just like Andy Kaufman, like
yeah, like he actually is going up there and speaking his truth, kind of like Alex Jones.
At that point, it would be satire.
But that's where Alex Jones falls into that. Like, people can't, still to this day, can't tell if he's serious or not.
Yeah,
you know,
even
like,
we can't.
Like, is it an act? Joe Rogan had a good point. He's like, dude, he has a lot of head injuries. And when he said that, I was like, Joe Rogan's like always so fucking like straightforward.
So
great.
Yeah, one of the comments on that video I just saw, it's like, what in the actual fuck? Like, bro, what is this world we live in?
Yeah, it's
some
wild.
shit.
I think, okay, it's whatever if somebody feels the need, like, I'm going to go up there and this is what I want to do. It's another thing to have an entire congregation of people that follow you. It's goes back to being scary.
Okay, so,
everything ends up being scary at the end of it. All these jokes that we're making.
Yeah.
The AI, all of it.
We're going to move on to music news. I did have a song written, but now I do. I do want to change my song because I didn't really want to say this song. I just picked it because it's a cool song now. I don't really care about it right now, so we're not even going to mention it. Let's talk about that song. Time keeps on slipping.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Because you know what it... Okay. So, first off, it's a nostalgic value. So, if anybody knows, it's in the movie Space Jam, the original one. That's pretty fucking cool. So it reminds you of like fucking Bugs Bunny, Michael Jordan, the 90s automatically.
Yeah.
And then on top of that,
this guy right
here. Yeah. And then on top of that, and this guy.
Rocking fucking jerseys and shit.
Yep.
It was fire.
So I don't know. And then it carries this super psychedelic vibe, of course, you know.
Well, I think that's what people don't give it credit for, because I think, and it's because it was in Space Jam, that people just kind of write it off as like, oh, it's the cliche movie song. But if you listen to it, I have listened to it out of context, just listening to it like as a song.
The name
unironically,
the name is called "Fly Like an Eagle." I was like, what the fuck is it called again?
Yeah,
Fly Like an Eagle, Steve Miller Band. Okay,
I didn't know it was a Steve Miller Band. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Holy shit.
So
So anyway, I just listening to it, the whole like, like you don't listen, and then it's like, and you're like. I was like, yo, this shit is like, and there's not even really lyrics to it. Like, it's just that, let your spirit set you free.
Yeah.
I wanna fly
like to think that.
And it go right back into like the
that was a
vibe,
because this is
like,
the thing.
it reminds me of this little lotus flower thing we got going on.
Well, this is what I was going to say is like, you know, my brother and I, we appreciate music for what it is.
Yeah.
Like by its core. So even the time that it came out. And you could tell that the vibe, I don't think it came out in the 90s. I highly doubt that. I mean, maybe it did. I could search it up right now. But the vibe carries like this, I don't know, just trippy, fun, just like the words, fly like an eagle, let your spirit carry you, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, just deep ass shit. Like, yeah, okay, it just sounds cliche now because everyone knows the song. But at the time, bro, like when that song first came out, people were like, damn, bro, I feel that shit. Especially if you are tripping. You know, like music has a huge effect on your trip. So to be listening to a song
what
like
I was
that,
thinking when I had first heard the song, I was like, wow, this would be a great song to trip to.
Okay, I thought so. I knew it. I was going to say it's like 70s, 1976. Because, I mean, come on, it's very 70s like. Yeah, so I just had to like run it back because that song is just so fire. Time keeps on slipping into the future. That is such a bar, bro. Because that is what's happening. But the way it sounds,
it ain't slipping into the past. It's slipping away from the past.
Yeah, and he makes it sound like cool. Like I don't know, dude. It's just so fire. Anyway, that's the song.
Like your face is melting. All right. So my song is Higher Love by Steve Winwood.
Steve Winwood, yeah.
Why did I pick this song?
So now I'm glad that I picked this.
This is a vibe. This song is a vibe. All right. And why I think it's a vibe is because I tried searching, and there, you can, I don't know if you guys know this, but songs have similar songs to itself. Like songs have twins, basically. And you'll listen to one song and it'll remind you of another song. And multiple people think that way about that song. You're not the only one. It's the same thing as like when you see a celebrity, you're like, oh, I always get that person confused with the other.
Matt Damon
and Mark Wahlberg. This is a real thing, guys. Like Matt Damon and Mark Wahlberg created a pact that if you confuse them in real life, they will pretend to be the other.
Yes.
So you have to just, if you fuck it up, that's on you, basically.
And you know, we just kind of laugh it off, and
that's
I
funny.
never correct anybody.
You will die thinking you met Matt Damon. So watch out, guys. Come on. Keep your eyes peeled. Know who you're talking to. But with that being said, these songs like this song, Higher Love, when I listen to it, it frustrates me because I want to find another song. I end up going to like Huey Lewis and the News because I'm like, that's like the closest that I can think. But even with them, I end up kind of running out of songs because I don't know.
You know what? I got a song,
and then you don't want to hear too many.
You know what's a good what do you call
like
it?
Alternative version.
Alternative version of that, which it isn't Steve Winwood. Usually you assume it's going to be the same artist because he created the song in the first place. I get over you.
Yeah.
I know I will. The King of Wishful Thinking.
Yeah. So what's funny? Shout out to Julia Roberts.
Yeah. Hey.
So the thing about that is exactly my point. Like, but even that's a one-hit wonder. That song.
Yeah.
So again, I'm stuck with just Steve
It's
Winwood's
by
one-hit wonder.
It's by Go West.
This guy, Go West, one-hit wonder. I think it's a duo, actually.
Yeah. That's what it looks like, yeah.
Go West, one-hit wonder, fucking, and then a couple of Huey Lewis songs, and then I run out of that vibe. Mm-hmm. It is so depressing because when I'm like going through anxiety, I talk about it a lot because I go through it a lot. Songs like that, like really fuck it. They're like the definition of feel good songs.
Yeah.
And when I run out of it, I'm like, fuck, man.
Do you know who
Why
else is
isn't
pretty
there
good
a
at
guy
that?
who like makes?
I'll tell you, Gloria Estefan also is very
like
you
that?
make that face. Go ahead, search up Gloria Estefan songs. Her big ones.
All right. I mean,
Get on your feet.
That just makes me think of Parks and Recreation.
You just think of Aziz Ansari?
No,
and Chris
I
Pratt?
think it's specifically Amy Poehler. That's what she used as, like, ironically used it.
That's so annoying.
Back to, she ironically used it, her snollygoster ass. Ironically used it, snollygasting up on the stage.
Like,
and it's just in the background. And she's like, and I was like, I'll never be able to hear this song the same again.
Solid like a rock.
Yes. Yeah, different show, Arrested Development. But yes, exact same vibe. Taking a jam and just being like, now you're never going to hear the song the same again. Well, okay,
but
it happens.
At least they both did it justice. Like, it's not like when commercials just ruin a song for you and you're like,
Yeah,
come
the
on.
Swiffer mop.
That was a nice rant. I like that. Because we mentioned a
It
few
wasn't a
songs
rant because we were on point. We were on the segment. We remained on the
Well,
segment.
like we just kept going about music, but we made some key points. No pun intended. So keys. Oh my God.
What? No, you have an eyelash on your
Music?
face. Got to look out for each other.
That means I can make a wish.
I thought go
Right.
a little bit more. Yeah.
I'm the king of wishful thinking.
And I was gonna say I thought because we said go west, so I was like, what, Key West? Like that.
Key West. Yeah, look at that. All right, so
It's not a pun. What he said was like
next
that's such
segment,
a reach. My
next
God.
segment is I'm real. I'm really, really real.
You're really real.
For those who don't know where that sample's from, that we actually play the "You're really real," that's it's from the Terminator 2. The reason why I put it in this is because the show is like very heavily inspired by, nostalgia, but also specifically leaning towards pop culture references. And what I don't love Terminator. I barely give a flying fuck about it, to be honest. But there's something about Terminator 2 that I find fascinating. It is to me, the most prolific sequel ever created.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to put, because to be completely honest with you, I went on a website called Movie Quotes or something like that, and you could literally type in whatever fucking sentence you can think of, and a whole bunch of movies will pop up that may have said that sentence in it, and you'll see it like highlighted. Whatever you typed in, they'll be like, oh, I didn't want to, and then you just see like the little part that you typed in, kind of like the way Google works. And I saw that, and I saw Terminator 2. I typed in really real, and that was pretty much the only thing that popped up. So, I kind of chose it out of lack of options. But when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I actually do. There's an appreciation that I have for Terminator 2 because I want to be a filmmaker, and I'm going to get into that at some point. Oh, at some point. Right now, I'll get into it. So, the movie that I chose inspired me and it eventually inspired my brother because I was the one who was like, I think I want to write a movie. And I started writing a movie because of this movie. And that movie is The Way, Way Back.
I knew it.
I couldn't believe that I haven't talked about it yet. Oh, wait. I changed it, actually. I'm going to say 2 movies then. Because they're both feel-good movies. And I'll talk a little bit about The Way, Way Back, though. Great movie, great cast. You have Sam Rockwell, I believe. Yeah, it's not Rothwell. Sam Rockwell, Anna Sophia Robb, Maya Rudolph, Steve Carell. Great cast.
And Steve Carell plays kind of like a villain too. So
a antagonist. I wouldn't say a villain.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not fucking
a heel.
It's not fucking the Minions movies. So he, the movie's about a kid who's like just going on vacation, and he goes to a water park and gets a job there, and the rest is the plot of the movie. And we were just making fun of indie movies, right? This movie, I guess, kind of falls into that category of movies that we were kind of making fun of. but it's just so good. Like if there's one thing that I love about movies, it's when they're feel good. I love feel good movies. I love all types of movies, but feel good movies are great. And also when they are usually coming of age. Why do I like that? Because it's nostalgic. It's like extra nostalgic value.
It's like you got to be a kid again for 2 hours.
Through someone else's eyes. And so great. There's other movies like that I guess we'll bring up on this show more as, the episodes go along. But so I did initially want to say The Way Back. Definitely check it out. It took me forever to watch the movie. I was constantly searching for it. Don't know why. But every time I saw the trailer, I was like, I want to see that movie. And it took forever for it to like end up on the illegal streaming services. And when I finally got to it and I got to watch it, and I would have paid for it both times that I watched it because I got to watch it with Angie. I was like, I knew it. I knew I wanted to see this fucking movie. That movie was great. I feel so good. I feel so inspired. And then we moved into our next house and we fucking wrote a script of like
130 plus pages.
130 plus pages. And still, you got to go back and refine it. But when I read it, I crack up laughing. And it's a very similar vibe to that movie. So yeah, coming soon, our movie. And check out The Way Back. My actual movie that I wanted to say, though, is to me the greatest movie, one of the greatest movies of all time. And funny enough, when I was typing in feel-good movies on Ranker, I wanted to find what was like the top movies. I use Ranker mainly just to have a list of movies, not really that I believe in the list itself. Like, oh, this is number one, and look at this.
Okay, bro.
But
what the fuck is the movie?
I already said my other movie.
Yeah, I know, but you said this is your movie.
This guy's getting antsy.
Yeah, I want to get to my movie.
Relax.
I did pick one, like where I had a couple of things too, so whatever. But go ahead.
Okay, so mine was The Sandlot.
Oh yeah.
Now here's my thing.
I can't believe you didn't let me
get into it because you won't shut the fuck up. So, and I'm the one who won't shut the fuck up. So when I looked up best feel good movies, Ranker had number one movie as A League of Their Own. The number two movie was Sandlot, which just brought so much joy to my heart because I'm a huge baseball fan, and I just knew. Baseball is life. Baseball should be romanticized. If you've never seen it, get into it because it's the best sport ever. Really and I'm telling you right now, A League of Their Own is one of the best movies ever. But The Sandlot is exactly the formula I was talking about. Nostalgic, coming of age, feel good,
great
baseball.
Cast, great acting.
Well, the cast is great, but it's not an all-star cast by any means.
It's not. I don't know anybody.
Yeah, but the casting was great. Yeah, like whoever was on that killed it.
But that's what makes it even better. Is like, who are these kids? Where are they now? And why did they kill it in this fucking movie? I watched it recently, and I was like, dude.
For those who don't like baseball that much, it's not really.
It's not even really a baseball movie. Yeah, it's like a good. I'd say a fourth, if anything, or a third of the movie is baseball related. The other bits and pieces are other things about just life and like being a kid. Definitely highly recommended. Because I watched it recently thinking it was going to be like, yeah, okay. I enjoyed it as a kid, but now it's a good movie. It's not a great movie, but it's good.
Yeah. No, rewatching it, I was like, holy shit, this movie's brilliant.
The music that they use, the fucking, the scenes, the lines. Oh my God, the lines. You're killing me, Smalls.
The fucking concept of the movie, the moral of the story. It is all fucking, I mean, if you have a girlfriend that is brand new and you haven't seen a movie with her, start with The Sandlot. I'm telling you, she'll never fucking forget it if she hasn't seen it.
100%, yeah.
My God, so good. Like, just rewatching it again, like you said, I was
I'm
so happy I rewatched it.
I'm glad you brought up that movie because mine probably came out around the same time.
Oh, this was 1993. Sandlot. Okay, the year I was born.
So this is 1994 when production started, and then it was released in 1995. And my movie is the original Matilda.
Okay.
Okay.
Coming of age.
Yes. It's beyond a coming of age film, though. Like, again, the music. You have Rusted Roots. On my way. On my way. Like,
I have a little fun tidbit about that.
Okay, wait. So, I mean, you have Danny DeVito. You have her, the young girl, which you don't really see her much in movies after that. Mara something. But you have Paul Rubens. Fucking is like a side character. Paul Rubens.
This guy fucking say Pee Wee Herman, asshole.
Imagine
Paul Rubens.
Pee
The
Wee
audacity
Herman as
to say that and expect that I was going to know who Paul Rubens was.
You should. But yeah, as a detective, you know, he doesn't give the Pee Wee Herman vibe at all, but he's in it, you know, so it also gives that extra nostalgic boost. If you grew up with Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tim Burton.
Yeah, it's such a strange movie for him to jump on.
Every movie is strange of Tim Burton.
I guess. Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I love the filmography of this movie, and by that I mean like the actual shots that are portrayed, like the color scheme. So it's based in the 70s. You can tell the house, the way it's set up, the way the mom is with chewing her gum and talking like this and being like, oh my God, Matilda, you're so annoying, you know? And then her dad being just this car salesman sleazebag. And what's best about, and then the brother, the older brother who's just like a dork, you know, little jerk who just keeps annoying her the whole time. But he's just so background character, like he's so irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Which is telling for like a little girl who's growing up. Like that's probably how she views her brother.
Right.
Like, background character.
Yes. So
you're not even going to be important enough to like be one of the main
even
characters.
really have many lines,
Yeah.
you know? So there's that. What I love about it, Danny DeVito, the dad who's an asshole, is fucking narrating the whole film, not as the dad. So I love that little aspect because I love Danny DeVito's voice. You don't realize how great his voice is until you hear it and the way it's narrated in this film.
You know what? If we ever have
kind
something,
of like spit on the mic a little bit. Go ahead.
If we ever get a chance to make a movie, we want to also make a cartoon. We don't want to get into it, but we used to talk about like Dick Van Dyke narrating it, but he's like 98.
Yeah, he's
90 fucking 8, and I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
I wish I was.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
That would be
great,
fire.
Man.
Yeah.
Because it also kind of add to like the vibe that we're kind of.
So all that being
Danny,
said, weird fun fact about this movie. It's not even a fun fact. It's kind of a sad one. Always go to the morbid. But the film was dedicated to the girl who played Matilda, her mom, because her mother actually developed breast cancer during the making of the film and died a year later, 4 months before the production was actually put into theater. But however, she was able to see a like finalized copy of the film before, which is really good to hear. But yeah, you want to hear something weird about it? Her anniversary date is April 26th, which was yesterday. So we don't fucking create these videos overnight. These are edited for a while and stuff. But she ended up dying that day, April 26th, and I put on Matilda yesterday without knowing.
Wow.
And that was the anniversary of the girl who played Matilda, Mara. I think her name is something like that.
You're going into this whole depth about, and you couldn't even remember her name? That's so fucked up.
No, because it's a simple name. It's just she's not famous, you know? Like, people really only know her from that movie and, like, something else. I feel like it's, like, Stinson or something. Mara Wilson. I think that's her. Yes, Mara Wilson. So, yeah, her mom, which her name was, I think...
Okay.
Yeah, Susie Wilson. But yeah, so Susie Wilson's death was yesterday.
Wait, so what was Mara?
Mara is the daughter. The one that plays Matilda. So the movie is dedicated to Mara's mom. Were you even listening this whole time?
No, I wasn't, because I was actually looking
Of course
up,
he wasn't. I was saying
looking
some deep-ass shit.
I'll listen to it when I watch the fucking podcast. I was looking up the lyrics to Send Me On My Way.
Oh,
because I wanted to get into that for a little bit. Because you brought it up, and I had just...
Anyway, it was just very
Kenny,
weird.
What would be even weirder, or maybe it was because I heard it in the background. Maybe I heard you watching it, and I was like, oh, okay, he's watching Matilda. So then I pulled out my phone and I was like, what are actually the lyrics to this fucking song, right? So
yeah, I've seen those lyrics before. It's very strange lyrics.
Bro, he's saying, I would like to reach out my hand. I may see you, I may tell you to run. But he says, oh, Michelle, oh, me tell you to run.
Almost sounds like he's saying, oh,
right?
Matilda,
And then he goes into,
run.
Oh, Matilda, run. That's the one that people, I'm going to say, Mamma.
What is he saying?
No. I had to like read it over and over again because I was like, literally like, there's no way that's the lyrics I'm looking for. I was like, what? Did they not put it? But it was the lyrics. You know what they say about the young. Wow. You know what they say about the young. But here's the thing, is that he doesn't even say it like that. It sounds like he's, even after I read it over and over, he added an extra syllable. Because it's, you know what they say, but it's Mama the Young at the end. But you know what they say about the young. I couldn't even figure out how the fuck he figured out how to say it that
soul.
weird. Yeah.
He brought the soul to that song.
What they say about the young.
Fun fact, we have seen Rust of Root like 3 times. And not even like on purpose.
Twice.
So he saw them twice. I saw them once with him.
That doesn't count as 3 times.
Altogether, yes.
Jeez.
It's 3 times collectively.
That
Rusted
makes
Root,
0 sense.
Rusted Root. Well, yeah, because we were in the same building at the same time.
Yes.
But it was
fucking
3.
didn't add an extra time because you added an extra 20.
I'm gonna always say I saw Rusted Root.
Yo,
3
that's
times.
fucking hilarious. He was like,
But yes.
He's like, now that I'm here, that makes it 3 times.
Oh, no. Maybe I did see them twice. I don't know. We're from the Poconos, so they just come to like our bars and hang out and stuff. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like Ben, our friend Ben has like had a shot.
And I'll tell you
with
what,
him.
man, to see them play that song live.
Oh, yeah.
He does this thing with his voice that he does in the song.
He does do that. He does do that live. Like,
But
it's so cool.
hearing him do it live is so impressive. Like, I was like, holy shit. It doesn't even look like it looks like he's like kind of like a bird that just knows how to make the sound. You don't know where it's actually coming from. You're like, is that coming from his ears? Where the fuck is that?
Yeah, no, they definitely are a cool band to watch live. But yeah, Matilda, dude. Back on it real quick. I kind of want to move on, but there's just such phenomenal acting. The one who plays Miss Trenchbull.
Well, I wanted to talk about that too. I love how the movie has different like areas. Like it doesn't remain. I love one setting movies, don't get me wrong. But with a coming of age film, it's about the different settings because that's how it feels to be a kid. Right. When you're older, everything kind of feels like it's all one giant day. But as a kid, it's like, now I'm here. Now I'm here. Now I'm here. And it's like, that's kind of the vibe they make you feel. Is like, wherever Matilda was, you were as the viewer. Like, it kind of felt
like when...
almost like the room got bigger. And
when she's in Miss Trenchbull's house, for example, and I'm not going to get into it much.
My God.
But my God, that is terrifying. I know they came out with a new Matilda. I don't know if they captured the terror that I still felt. I'm a 29-year-old man, okay? I was watching that scene, and I'm like... This is like borderline causing me anxiety right now. Like I'm terrified for Matilda and I know how it pans out. But it was just so well shot. Such a great movie. Such a great movie. And very well established that it's like an older film by the dialogue. So you're going to hear some funny things in it. Like she calls like the kids like piss warts or some shit. And then like she kicks a cat. And it goes flying in the air. She throws kids out the window. Like, it's just... I was like...
but that's not really... I wouldn't say that that's, like, dated. That kind of falls into... I'm sure Matilda was a book.
No, it is. It is.
So, that's
I think it was a book.
They were painting the picture that she wasn't just the ultimate scary teacher. Remember, when you were a kid, you were terrified of teachers, terrified of principals. But can you imagine if the principal could actually inflict legitimate fear or pain? It would be, and I feel like that was kind of the point. It was a metaphor for this really mean, shitty principal, and maybe just to go into her office felt like you were about to be put into a fucking casket of spikes.
Yeah. The chokey.
That movie's amazing.
So
let's get into the next segment.
What's in a wonder ball? Yeah. All right, so mine is pretty interesting. I kind of wanted to talk about this for a week, if not more. I saw this actually on Twitter, and then I had to research it because I was like, no way. Check out what is going on in the wonder ball that we live on.
Conspiracy theories tonight. Let's go to Texas. 6 cows in 3 different counties were found dead last week with body parts missing, no signs of blood loss. Even the grass around them appeared totally undisturbed. Now, some are suggesting it was the work of aliens. Similar stories have been reported for decades. The first was in 1975. So why do so many aliens have beef with cows? Joining me now to discuss, UFO Seekers lead investigator, Tim Doyle. Welcome to the show, Tim.
Thanks so much, Kennedy.
So you got to give me some answers here. This is so baffling. We are told that there were surgical cuts, that their lips and bottoms and genitals were removed. I read reports of hearts and livers that resembled peanut butter. What gives?
Well, I don't know about the peanut butter, but there was a regional Emmy award-winning mainstream media journalist named Linda Moulton Howe who investigated this phenomenon in 1979, and she was from Colorado, and it was there where she met a sheriff named Tex Graves, and Tex Graves went on the record with her, unfortunately privately, saying that this phenomenon was undoubtedly caused by some type of creatures from outer space. Now, also in New Mexico, there was a New Mexico police officer, a state police officer named Gabe Valdez, and Mr. Valdez investigated 90 cattle mutilations and 6 horse mutilations.
What the fuck?
The cause of the death for all 6 cows remains unknown.
They were probed hard.
Yeah, like holy cow. Dude, isn't that wild? Like, this should be on fucking CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, like hard body. Like, we should be talking about this all the time. Like, what the fuck? No blood spill. Circular cuts.
Yeah.
That is not cool, dude. That's like demonic. It's fucking wild. So yeah, Oumuamua.
I was going to say, it kind of goes back to that.
It's on its way or something. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, this world is fucking wild.
So I guess we're going to do like kind of a, what do you call it? Like a hot potato version of odd news.
A Hail Mary.
A Hail Mary pass. Yeah. So let's see. I don't know how I did that, guys. I'm so sorry. You know what it is? That when you're looking through these, you get lost because too many of these are about world records. And I'm tired of talking about people breaking world records. Of course, it's fucking odd. Nobody else sits around and you know, sits there and does whatever bullshit thing you come up with for hours on end, you know.
I mean, we could just move on. Or you could just read this one.
This one sounds pretty good.
I found this recently. I thought this was pretty cool.
I already know that. So I see this video right here. Researchers teach parrots to make video calls. Sounds interesting. Let's see.
We've heard bird calls before, right? But not like this one. I want to show you a pet parrot FaceTiming with a friend. The video chat is part of a research study, actually, at Northeastern University. Researchers recruited a group of 18 birds to see whether these social creatures could be taught how to place a call.
So we gave them a little bell. And then when they ring the bell, we provide the iPad with different photos of birds. And then if they pick one of those birds, that triggers a call. And then when the call is triggered, we just observe. They definitely vocalize, and they have some of their natural vocalization, some vocalization that are more human-like when they would say hello to each other, or they would learn each other's name. They didn't seem stressed. They didn't seem worried. They were just very engaged. Some of them were really calm and quiet and comfortable, and others were very into showing off, where they would fly away and fly back, bringing a toy to show their toys, or they would sing loudly, or they would show off their feathers.
Wow. What do you think about that? So the results suggest this type of social interaction is generally positive, and joining a virtual flock may improve a bird's well-being at home if you have a bird. But don't buy a phone for the bird just yet, apparently.
Kind of like I'm picturing it like kind of like Tinder for parrots. Like they're just like, oh, that one's pretty hot.
Yeah. And it's just like, woo! boom.
Yeah.
And it's just like, ah!
No, not even. It's just boom. Parrot's just sitting there.
Like, Polly, I miss you. I miss you. I'm horny.
Fuck me. I love that they can never really say like.
You remember the parrot? You remember the parrot?
Yeah. We should show that video.
Yeah.
We'll just have it playing in the background like as we're doing this. Because I gotta remember where the fuck I was. Okay, so here we are. So the parrots displayed behaviors during the phone calls that mimic the behaviors of birds in the wild, the team said. That's not that weird. They're mimicking their natural behaviors.
From their natural habitat. How strange.
How strange. As they're doing video calls. It's almost as if they remain birds. The fuck? The parrots... All right, I was about to read the same thing. What the other bird would do, they would do. Oh, okay, singing back and forth. Oh, well, that makes sense. They were mimicking each other. Yeah. Mocking, he goes.
Mocking.
That's what parrots do. They mock you. Some of them do.
You like start choking. They're like, you're joking.
Yeah. You're gonna die. What the other birds would do, they would do is like singing back and forth. Jennifer Kunha.
Whoa.
Let's not. A parrot behaviorist from Northeastern University told WHDH-TV, another hyphen. So there was a lot of natural behaviors we saw between the two birds, even though there was a screen between them. The researchers said that the parrots started developing friendships through the phone calls, showing preferences for repeatedly placing video calls to the same long-distance companions. So they would go back to the same guys. Strong social dynamics started appearing. Rebecca Kleinberger, an assistant professor at Northeastern, told us. I hate when they keep saying, told the news. Yeah. Like, geez, all right, we get it. The study suggests bird-to-bird video calls can improve the behavior and well-being of parrots kept as pets. Hey, that's actually a good point. They're just like, yep, you're still in jail? Yep, me too. I'm still held hostage here. Yep, glad I have you, buddy. I'm supposed to be flying around all the time.
This much space to do it.
Help! And every now and then I escape the cage and my owner gets fucking furious. Help.
And then they throw a fucking thing over my cage.
Yeah, when I'm screaming for help, they'll throw a blanket over me. So now it's nighttime and then I'm forced to go to sleep. So when they're kept as pets, very often they're the only bird in the household. Again, it's so fucked up. They do not have the opportunity to develop their own species identity. And that's where it ends. They didn't even say, but with the future, because they're like, there is no future for your bird. Yeah, he can make video calls
Little
now.
do they know that birds are not real. They're actually just cameras. So they're showing a camera to a camera.
Oh, shit, that's so true. And now, if anything, we're starting to realize that cameras have preferences to other cameras.
Yeah.
They're like,
apparently. They're like, that camera is going to surveil
doing its job. It's
me.
like kind of like, it's kind of
the
like
word
the...
surveil?
Us. Oh, yeah, surveillance.
Survey?
Yeah.
Survey?
A parrot.
Survey says.
Survey says.
No, but I was going to say, that's how we, as people, pick each other. We're like, oh, this one's going to be more successful. So this bird looks at the other bird and they're like, I see that this camera knows how to mimic human behaviors like I can.
Well, like me.
We're going to be a power couple. Mm-hmm. Yep, our goal is to become streetlight cameras. That's what they're really doing. You guys think, yeah, okay, your iPhone tells you that a street light is coming, or a street light, the street light cameras, right? It tells you that it's there. But what they don't tell you are all the cameras that are on top of the street light all the fucking time when there's not a camera there. They're all flying around. They find their spots.
And people are keeping these cameras in cages, okay?
Mm-hmm. That does actually remind me of Angie telling me that one of her supervisors, I don't know if I ever told you this, but that she got a ticket.
From one of the birds?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. She got a ticket from, I didn't know we were still continuing
the joke. Click at her
ticket. Yeah. She actually just drove somewhere and then drove back home. And then days later, got this letter in the mail that was like, you were caught speeding via drone.
See?
So it's not drones, guys. They've been around for years. Years and years and years. All right, let's get into it. Where are we going now? I'm glad that I found that. That was a fun little topic. See? And what was that? Hot potato. Should make that a segment. It's like, come up with the weirdest thing you could come up with in the next 5 seconds. That's what we're going to change, believe it or not, to.
So do you remember when people were going crazy over Crazy Bones?
Bro, that was going to be my thing.
Really?
Yeah, I almost did it, but then I didn't because we had recently talked about it.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to bring it up, because I do remember the impact that these stupid plastic pieces of junk gave to my spirit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so there was a thing that my brother and I would do every time we would go to school in elementary. We couldn't leave the house without having a token in our pocket. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
We would go to our chest of toys and goodies and trinkets, and we would
What am I bringing to school today?
Yeah, so it could be
all the way up until we graduated.
And it was never, this is the thing, is we weren't like, it wouldn't be like something like this, because this would make sense. Like, you're bringing a toy with you. No, it'd be like, I'm bringing this dog chain. What do they call those? A dog
tag?
Dog tag of Spider-Man's face, because I got it from Universal Studios. And
it was like we wanted like that feeling of nostalgia
in our pocket.
Yeah. It was like, this was an awesome day. So I just want to remind myself that day exists.
Yeah,
and there's many more to come.
All that being said, Crazy Bones were perfect for
that fever dream kind of like, was that a toy or was that a dream
I have
that
that
I had?
on me? And if you look
the
at
best ones were the ones that were like almost silver kind of.
Yeah, and you don't really see them on this, but there were ones that were
look,
shiny.
You got this one clear?
Yeah, the clear ones. You had ones with the freckles.
They had a little bit of weight to them, didn't they?
They had a nice weight to them. We were obsessed with weight and shine as kids. I remember
I realized as we got older that like every kid is. Like
Right.
they all fuck with weight and shine and
fidgety.
Like,
yeah,
they
nowadays
realize that
it's
it makes
all
sense.
about fidgety.
Because all you were
Everybody's
doing
fidgety.
was developing your skills, like
motor skills,
your people skills. You'd sit there and talk to the fucking things, like, all right,
Crazy Bone. Yeah.
So mine, I was scrolling through and I couldn't believe that I found something that I was like, man, where's the thing? I want to find something that makes me go, oh yeah, man, that just brought me back. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh. So we're trying to release this episode on May 4th. If we did, awesome. If we didn't, whatever. We didn't do what we were planning to do.
Happy birthday, Jack!
If we didn't, happy belated birthday, Jack.
Or early, who knows?
But the reason why we were going to do it on May 4th, and it probably still will be on May 4th, was because it's our boy Jack's birthday, and we thought that it would be cool to make the show like a May the 4th be with you kind of thing, like do a whole Star Wars theme. But we're not Star Wars fans, and I wasn't going to sit there and devote an entire hour to Star Wars jokes and Star Wars news and all that when I don't really give a flying fuck about Star Wars.
About Jar Jar Binks.
You had to have grown up watching it. It's from what I've heard, it's even hard to get into if you've never watched it and you're trying to watch it now, which makes sense. That's how most things are. But anyway,
I think the May the 4th be with you should be changed to May the 8th be with you, so that you know.
Anyway, so we wanted it to be a thing, like a Star Wars thing, and then I was constantly going to him. I'm like, so are you doing Star Wars bits? And oh, if you don't want to do it, we don't have to. Well, what if we did like futuristic and Star Wars and sci-fi? We kind of like, and it was just this back and forth until I was just like, dude, no, let's not have a theme for this episode. And I realized I want this show to feel like a podcast every now and then as well. Like, I don't want it to always feel like it has to be a special day that we're doing the podcast, because not only is that just going to get like repetitive, but it's also going to get like, we're going to run out of holidays and fun days. I mean, not really. There's fucking all these made up days, but so I saw it and I was like, oh, sweet. All that talk about Star Wars shit. And I did find something. So this one's for Jack, and he probably doesn't even know about this shit. Do you remember this?
I do. Wow.
It would come in our cereal, bro.
Mm-hmm. I do remember those.
Kellogg's, bro.
Yep. Wow. That is a whole vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I loved my cereal growing up.
Yep.
We love Fruity Pebbles.
They need to bring this back.
Mhm.
All right.
Those are perfect for scooping Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, they made it taste better.
Cookie Crisp couldn't really fit on them, but you know.
And I didn't care about Star Wars, but I definitely cared about light up spoons
and cereal.
And if you told me that light up spoon was mimicking a lightsaber
or mocking a lightsaber.
It's a lightsaber.
Yeah, no, that is actually pretty cool. I totally forgot about those.
Yeah, so when I saw it, I was like, and it was Star Wars. It was like awesome.
Yeah,
I was like, that's
okay,
great.
So
there goes
a little Star Wars.
Little
thing.
homage for Jackawoo.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, hopefully he actually has a quote.
Quiet. He's gonna say something.
Okay. So this was said by a very smart man, and his name is Albert Einstein. Two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe.
Damn. Just plays the shit out of everybody. I love it. I was just talking to Ben on the phone about that, so how stupid people are. And we're not trying to be disrespectful. We're just realizing that
I am. I don't give a fuck.
No,
If
no,
you're
but
stupid, you're
no,
stupid.
no. I mean that too. It's like, you know, like we're not trying. Like I'm not like, oh, everyone's so stupid. Like no, I'm like, wow. Like I actually empathize with stupid people.
I realize
because
after a
stupidity
while-
is ignorance, and that means you just don't know.
Well,
like you
no,
have
no.
idea.
Sometimes stupidity is ignorance.
Well, sometimes you do know. And
Stupidity.
And then you're
Okay, wait.
continuing
No,
to
actually,
be stupid.
ignorance is ignorance.
Stupidity
is the aftermath of ignorance.
Of ignorance after
It's
you've
when-
learned, and then you
and you
continue to-
choose to stay there. Then you're stupid.
Right.
Everyone is entitled to being ignorant. Nobody is entitled to being stupid. You're just a stupid person when you decide to be idiotic for, I don't know, your own means. It makes no sense when somebody tells you a fact and you just go, but this just feels better to think of it this way. And you're like, but you're wrong. There are certain things. Truth is definite.
Yeah, well, that's another thing that Ben and I talked about literally today is stop with this my truth, your truth thing. There's just only the truth, guys.
And we have
We
have to figure out where the lies are, and that's it. Everything else, the truth is usually very obvious. It's
That's
usually
why
very
it's the
obvious.
truth. And a lie is usually not so obvious. That's why it's a lie.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, mine is going to end on a positive note.
By the way, your truth is just another word for opinion. There's no such thing as a truth. There's fact and opinions. Your truth does not count as a fact. Yeah, I'll just leave it there.
So this is a quote by James Cameron, and he said, "If you set your goals ridiculously high and it's a failure, you will fail above everyone else's successes."
Say that again. If you set your success too high,
if you set your
goals,
goals
yeah, that's what I meant.
ridiculously high and it's a failure, you will fail
harder than anybody else.
What?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just ruining the quote for everybody, just trying to finish it by your own means. If you set your goals ridiculously high and it's a failure, you will fail above everyone else's success. So basically, if somebody's success is here, your failure is above their success. You're still doing better than them is the point.
Oh, I thought it was a negative thing.
No.
I thought what he was saying is so he's saying if you at least set your
ridiculously
like at
high.
least if you're going to aim as high as you can, because
Crazy
if you
high.
fail at something that was really hard to do instead of failing
and
at
this
something.
guy who succeeded by doing the minimum.
That reminds
you
me
do
of
the maximum, and when you fail, you're actually succeeding because you just figured out a way to not do it again. If you do it again, you're stupid.
Well, yeah, you're already like 10 steps ahead of the next guy, the stupid person. Right. And that also kind of falls into Michael Jordan, I'm pretty sure, said that if you set your goals low, or you set, I guess he used it as an analogy, like if you set the bar low or the hoop low, you'll make your shot every time. And
Right.
that sounds like it's a positive quote, but it's
not.
It's a negative.
He's
quote.
basically
Like,
saying,
"Oh yeah,
like-
yeah. You want to be successful? Do something easy.
Yeah.
Easy, done." But
Yeah.
did he choose to do that? No. So to him, and the thing is that what makes that a funny quote is that he most of the time he shot his shot, he made it. I think he was also the guy who said, like, how am I going to think? Because they asked him, like, do you ever think about, like, when you shoot your shot, do you ever think about missing? Like, oh, I hope I don't miss. And he's just like, how am I going to think about missing before I even take the shot? I haven't even taken the shot yet. And I'm like, damn. And basically, his point is, all I think about is making it.
Right.
And
And
I'm
then
thinking
once
about
it-
missing it.
once it
That's not the
leaves-
point of taking the shot.
Right.
If I think I'm going to miss it, I'm going to pass the ball. I'm going to be like, fuck this. I'm too far.
Right.
But if I'm going like this and making the effort, I better make that shit. That's the way I see it. And, so hopefully that's a little bit of motivation. Usually we like to do our quotes with like a little bit of funniness to it. Mine had a little bit of humor to it. And then, he brings it in with the
Gotta reel it in, give you a little bit of that oomph in your chest. But
motivation, make you do some push-ups and
just
shit.
real quick, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, we love you guys to death, and we wouldn't be doing this without you, literally, because we would just be talking to the void. So thank you for not being the void, even though we're just talking to some strange camera.
That's just staring at us silently and
Yeah.
has no rebuttal or anything.
It's just like, probably want a cracker.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.